The US dollar is lower. To start the North American session in this video, I'll take a look at three major currency pairs: the euro versus US dollar, dollar versus yen, sterling versus US dollar from a technical perspective, go through the biases, go through the targets, go through the risks levels in play for you as traders. So let's get started. Looking at the euro versus US dollar on the hourly chart, trading yesterday, we came up to this high price from the previous week and found willing sellers against that level. We moved through there after breaking above this trend line and holding above the 61.8% retracement. After that, I spoke about how the price needed to stay above that 61.8% retracement. That would be the most bullish case, and indeed, as you can see, the price moved down toward that level into the close, but then found support in the Asian session and started its rotation to the upside. We got a big boost in the European session, breaking above this, highs with momentum, and that opened the door for further upside movements. Of course, there's not a lot of resistance until we start to get up to these levels right here, but the door has been broken open once again as the price steps to the upside. This level is now close support. The level comes in at 1.1698. Let's call it all around the 1.17 level. As long as the price remains above that level, then the bias remains permanently to the upside. Now we can break below that level a little bit, but we can't go too far. We don't want to see the price starting to approach the 61.8% retracement. If this trend type move is continue, we want to see steps and then retracements and steps. That's the format that you want to see when the market starts to move in a directional bias. Back here, when the price fell below the 100-hour moving average, that was a step too far, and we saw the momentum to the downside take the price below the 50% retracement level. But we did find early support buyers against the 200-hour moving average down here. So just give you an idea of what you should look for and why it's the way the market moves generally in a trending type of market. But the buyers remain in control. We'll see if they can keep control. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen. And this currency pair in trading over the last few days has found support buyers near-ish the 100-hour moving average. Yes, we broke below it here after trying to hold it right here and then rotated to the upside in trading. Yesterday, the price came down to that level. Just break a little bit below it. I'll get rid of the arrows. You can see how it came from a little bit below that level and then rotated back to the upside. The 200-hour moving average was converging with the level as well, but the price was eventually moved above that level and moved up to a high, but had been breaking above this high right through here, which should have kept support, but it didn't. And the price started to rotate back to the downside. I mean, this level right through here. And once we broke back below that level, broke below the 100 200-hour moving average, that tilted the bias more to the downside. You see the momentum coming down toward the broken 38.2% retracement level. To give you an idea where that comes from, if I go to the 4-hour chart and look at this, a longer-term move down from this high right here, which is the January high to the January low, the 38.2% retracement of the year's trading range comes in at 147.13, and we are finding some support buyers against that. Also near that level is the rising 200 bar moving average on the 4-hour chart, just below that, near 147, looks like 02. And that area right here, right just above the 147 level, is a support for the dollar versus yen. If we break below that level, it would be similar to what we saw on the hourly chart versus the 100-hour moving average. You see how the price held support near-ish, broke a little bit below the 200 bar moving average, broke a little bit below the 200 bar moving average, but quickly rebounded to the upside. That's going to be the case down here. We also have the trend line coming in play right at that 200 bar moving average. So needless to say, the 147 level is going to be a key level for a lot of reasons in the dollar versus yen, 147 to 147.13. I should say, so be aware of that level. That's going to be key for you as a trader. Finally, let's take a look at sterling versus US dollar. Like the euro versus US dollar, we've seen a move to the upside that has over the last few weeks, where the price has retraced much of this move to the downside right here. In fact, yesterday, the price moved above the 50% retracement level after testing it the day before, and break into the upside with momentum. In trading here today, the dip was less than what we saw in the euro versus US dollar. In this case, it was modest, or there really wasn't any. We just started to move sideways until we've got this boost in the European session to the upside. It took the price above the 0.8% retracement without much problem. We also moved above this old high right here, and now moving into this swing area over here. Let's go back in time and take a look at that area more detail. If we go back to this point right here, a swing high right here, swing lows, break below that level, should have sent it lower, didn't. We came back up here, reestablished this level as a support, got messy through here before rotating to the downside. The last thing that we did was use that area as resistance right here before moving to the downside. Return back to it right here, and then now we fast forward to where we are now, and we're back near that level between 1.3576 and 1.3592. Get above that level is needed to increase the bullish bias. Could see some willing sellers against this level as the level is defined, but the 61.8% retracement would be close to 135.39. Move below that level, and then we could see further probing to the downside. But right now, the buyers are more in control in the sterling versus US dollar, just pushing up toward resistance. See how that plays out in trading here today. So there you have it. My look at the three major currency pairs that kickstart your day. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye bye now.